Delivering local news to the San Juan Basin from our studios at San Juan College, TriCityNews.tv.
Hi everyone. Coming up, citizens speak out over a defunct title and escrow company and the slow pace of the investigation into what happened. A Farmington businesswoman takes the wraps off her new store and will honor a local History Day winner and local dance team. I'm Scott Micklin. Nice to see you on this Wednesday. TriCityNews.tv is next.
Last year, Taco Bell released the Taco Supreme with a shell made of real nacho cheese Doritos in a few cities, none of which were anywhere near the hometown of Nat Christiana. So, Nat drove his friends 965 miles to get it. Well played, Nat. The new Doritos Locos Tacos. Now in Taco Bells everywhere. Sometimes you gotta live más.
Emotions were high as hundreds of concerned and victimized residents packed the Farmington Civic Center on Tuesday with hopes the Public Regulation Commission could shed some light on the closure of New Mexico title and escrow. The closing left residents unable to access property records and payment information. The commission is investigating the defunct company and speculated that the company was allegedly fraudulent, nothing but a Ponzi scheme operating illegally without a license. Ed Blinzler asked why no one is being prosecuted.
He goes, well, that's not the way we're taking care of it. We're taking care of it with the money that's coming in right now, and we're paying the claims that have already been made. Well, as far as I understand, that's a Ponzi scheme, okay? And that's pretty much taking advantage of probably most of the people in this auditorium.
Superintendent of Insurance John Franchini responded, saying these investigations take time.
Local detectives, federal detectives, detectives from our fraud bureau are investigating this right now.
The court has appointed an investigator who will sift through documents and try to disperse or return money to victims from the assets of Bobby Willis, Carrie Willis, J.J. Bond Investments, Chad Cox, Kyle Finch, and Jennifer Olson, all of whom had ownership in New Mexico title and escrow. A store like no other is opening this weekend in Farmington. Natalie's For Her, Him, Home will open its doors at 10 Friday morning after a year of planning from owner Natalie Riley. The owner of Panache says she transformed her store into something unique that could appeal to a broader audience of shoppers, giving it a new name to reflect the changes. She'll offer women's fashion, better men's clothing for the fashion-forward guy, and some higher-end home decor.
Built Natalie's, it was my vision. I spent a lot of time in other areas around the country, literally from Madison Avenue to Rodeo Drive. And I tried to take those looks and combine them with something that would work for Farmington, but that would be totally different than anything anyone has seen in other stores and shopping experiences.
Natalie's is on Largo Street in the Village, just west of the Animas Valley Mall in Farmington. There'll be a grand opening celebration there May 17th through the 19th. A Farmington 7th grader from Mesa Vista Middle School won first place at the National History Day State Competition, and now Grace Sarton will travel to Washington, D.C. in June to compete on a national level. Grace's project was on the 1937 explosion of a school in New London, Texas, that happened because of a gas leak. She flew to Texas and interviewed the sole survivor out of the 293 children and teachers who died. It was this explosion that led companies to add an odor to natural gas, which is odorless when it comes out of the ground. This is Grace's second History Day win. Last year, her first place project was on women's suffrage. There are 3 Piedra Vista High School students who also fared well in the competition. In addition to Sarton, Sabrina Tornow, and Crystal Loveland, all will travel to Washington for the competition. Congratulations. Some of the locals receiving national attention are the dancers from The Force in Farmington. The studio that offers dance, gymnastics, cheerleading, and fitness competed against 500 teams in one of the largest national dance competitions at the Anaheim Convention Center in California. Owner Sheila Mobley took 56 dancers to the competition and came back with some pretty impressive awards. Her youth pom team, made up of 4th through 6th graders, were named national champions and won 2 bronzes in jazz and hip-hop. The Tiny Jazz team of kids ages 4 and 5 won a national championship and a silver in pom. The mini team of 1st through 3rd graders won 3 silvers, and the team of 7th through 9th grade team won a national championship and a bronze in jazz and a superior in pom. The force was also one of 107 studios invited to take part in the Pro Bowl, the Liberty Bowl, the Holiday Bowl, the Alamo Bowl, and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They gave a thank you performance last night at Farmington High School. Area pastors and Christian leaders will gather tomorrow at noon at the Farmington Civic Center for a 1-hour recognition of the National Day of Prayer. The pastors will be leading people in prayer for Native Americans, families, government, schools, businesses, and churches. This year marks the 61st annual observance of the National Day of Prayer, created in 1952 by a joint resolution of the U.S. Congress, inviting people of all faiths to pray for the nation on the first Thursday in May. Another cool spring day in the Tri-Cities, and we have several more days like this coming up. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for tonight. It's going to be clear with a low tonight of 43 degrees. Sunny on Thursday with a high of 82 and a low tomorrow night of 43. Sunny again on Friday with a high of 83 and a low of 43. And for this weekend, temperatures near 80. Now, here's Devin Neely with a look at sports.
Thank you, Scott, and hello, sports fans. It's playoff week and many local teams in the hunt at state. Today, let's run down the state 3A schedule. Shiprock boys drawing a 12 seed in state, and on the road in Raton, they'll face the 5 seed. That game on Friday at 5:30 p.m. As for the girls' side, Shiprock softball also making it to the first round of state. They a 7 seed and the host of a Shiprock St. Michael's matchup slated for Saturday at 10 a.m. Game to be played in Shiprock. Tomorrow night, we'll take a look at the baseball matchups in District 1 Quad A and run down the rest of your state brackets. Of course, that's only right here on TriCityNews.tv. That's it for me tonight. I'll send it back to you, Scott.
Thank you, Devin. On behalf of all of us at Majestic Media and San Juan College, thank you for watching TriCityNews.tv. And don't forget, you don't even need a TV to watch the biggest source for local TV news, weather, and sports whenever you want. Devin will be here tomorrow. I'm Scott Micklin. Thanks for watching.